Hello friends, welcome to the course. As you may know or perhaps not know, we all negotiate on a daily basis. We do it all the time in every single interaction we have in our life. We negotiate with our friends, our spouse, our parents, our children. We negotiate in multiple situations like when we are renting an apartment, buying a car, buying a house, or when we apply for a job. Negotiation is also the key to business success, as no business can survive without profitable contracts. And in addition, negotiation skills are important to your career advancement. Negotiation research and theory draws on a multitude of fields, including neuroscience, psychology, economics, law, communication, sociology, anthropology, and many more. It's understandable that people aren't experts in all of these fields. I'm not either. Despite that, a fair number of us know a thing or two about most of them. And we have tons of practice negotiating since every one of us does it almost every day. Yet, most people are bad negotiators. I mean, terrible negotiators, just god awful. In fact, can you imagine that when tested on their negotiation skills, less than 4% of managers reach win win outcomes? Furthermore, the famous scientist Thomson in 1996 said that even when negotiators were privately in perfect agreement, they actually failed to realize it 50% of the time. Most people don't have the faintest clue about the theory behind negotiations or how to achieve a desirable outcome. With this in mind, I intend to educate people. My goal in this course is simple. I want to help you learn the strategies and skills that can lead to successful negotiations in your personal life and in business transactions. This course will help you improve your ability to negotiate successfully as a combination of three key elements: science, heart, that is your emotions, and the art of negotiation. Let me ask you three questions. How many times you said to yourself after an argument with someone, "Oh, I wish I could have said this instead of that"? How many times have you asked for something and you got nothing at all, while your friends always got what they wanted? How many times have you found out that your friend bought exactly the same thing as you, but they got a much better deal? If any of these has happened to you even once throughout your life, then please, I can assure you one thing from my side: you are not alone. Yes, you are not alone. But this needs to be addressed. And how will we do it? Well, no prizes for the correct answers. We will do it right here. I welcome you on this journey to become a more confident, powerful, and effective negotiator. Our proven system, key strategies, and skills apply to all types of negotiations, whether you are buying your first car or you're negotiating for a better salary. Let me tell you about myself. I used to hate negotiations. Till few years back, I always tried to negotiate for a minute or so whenever I was buying or selling anything, and then knowing my skills, I used to give up and settle on whatever the other person was asking. Yet, you may not be as bad as I was. One day, I felt very embarrassed when I found out that I paid 50% more for the same car and the extra accessories that my friend bought from the same dealer. That I decided that I have to become the top 1% master negotiator in the world. I spent countless number of hours reviewing many online and offline courses, reading books, articles, watching videos from famous authors, book writers, and at the end, I realized that all the information out there is good, but it can be improved a lot if we add the angle of neuroscience into the process of negotiations. As humans have evolved faster than anyone could have imagined, our behavior changed proportionality to our evolution. Hence, study of human brain neuroscience will give you unprecedented advantage in any field concerning human behavior, especially negotiations. Now, you don't have to devote your life to negotiations actively, but the more you know about what's going on around you, the more you can make critical interventions. And so, my students learn to be exquisitely more conscious of the world around them. A simple analogy is about the difference between an expert and not an expert knowledge. Non-expert looks at the field as it is flat land, and expert looks at the same field and begins to see little peaks and valleys. It takes no more time, no more energy for the expert to collect the greater amount of information from that same landscape that the non-expert did. In addition, the expert can make much better use of that information to pursue opportunities or minimize risks. So what we're talking about is getting you to be much more conscious about the topography of your life and what's around you, because let's face it, you cannot avoid negotiations. They hit you in the face whether you like it or not, whether you are doing well or bad. If you're saying that you avoid negotiations, it implies that you stay in the sidelines and they get to score touchdowns all day long. And so you have to decide how much to use it. But once again, once you have it in your arsenal, you always say it. But before, it is invisible. One important thing to note is that even a most experienced negotiators are not able to get a great deal every single time, but they are able to get it most of the times. And that's crucial to know, to be able to have the confidence and the momentum and the ability to produce those deals that you are after, because at the end of the day, you're never going to get what you want 100% of the time. And it's perfectly fine. And I have to mention this. Some of what you will be hearing in this course may upset you, may surprise you, and it may get you angry. Believe it or not, it's completely normal. A lot of what we talk about goes against what's popular, against what you have heard, and in many cases against what you have always done. But my request is you keep an open mind, try to absorb what is being taught before questioning it. Once you absorb and understands it, then you are free to analyze or question the content. What I can guarantee you from this course is that you will be provided with insights and tools which will enable you to be more naturally confident and more effective in your negotiating. So let's get started.